Okay, so, okay, I'm ready. Okay, my story begins on a farm, a 9-acre farm in Montague, California, near the border of Oregon and California. And I grew up there with my brother, my dad, my mom, and we lived on this really big farm, and we had a gravel driveway and a flower bed, 2 greenhouses, and it was just, you know, a beautiful view of Mount Shasta. And then one day in 1999, my grandparents, you know, they wanted us to move down there because there was a house that came available. And so we moved, and I already loved nature, you know, and I loved sports. And so when I came here, I was able to join leagues. I was able to join baseball, basketball, softball, and, you know, I just started playing more and more, and I got more social. And then what happened is, one day, like in the 5th grade, this was right before, like, it was about to start, like a week before, and my brother came in my room, and he was all like, you know, I want to play baseball. And I'm like, I don't want to play, you know, I'm just typing on my computer, playing video games. And so he kept bothering me, and then I decided, okay, fine, we'll play. So we went out, and I said, is Dad going to play? And he's like, okay, let's ask him. And so what happened was, you know, he finally agreed, yeah, let's play. So the 3 of us went out there. It was about 8 o'clock at night, and it was getting dark, and you know how the sun is like right in the middle of the sky and it blinds you? So I'm facing the sun like an idiot, and my dad's throwing pop flies, and, you know, we're just having a good time. And my dad throws a pop fly up in the sky. I look up, and the sun blinds me, and it just, I can't see a thing, and my brother makes a popping noise in his glove. I look down, you know, after having my hand up in the sky, I look down at the ball, and there was no ball in my glove. And like an idiot, instead of ducking and covering, I look up in the sky, and this ball just hits me right in the mouth. It knocked my front teeth into my mouth, and it was just hanging there on the roots, blood gushing from my mouth. I'm swaying, you know, I'm swaying back and forth, and the blood is just gushing, and all I remember is just saying, I want to see my mom, you know, I want my mom, and I'm going towards the house, and my brother's freaking out in the background, and he's all like screaming my mom's name, and my mom comes out of the kitchen, and it's about 8 o'clock, and she's making dinner, and she has a spatula in her hand, and she just looks at me like she's in shock, and she tells my brother, go get a washcloth, and my brother comes with the washcloth, and she tells me to apply pressure, and his blood is just gushing, and, you know, I can't feel the pain because it's so unbearable that it's just, you know, it was overpowering. And my mom calls the hospital, and they couldn't get me until morning, so she's like, I'm not going to, you know, let my child wait here all morning. So she calls the dentist, and she already went home for the day since it was like 8, 9 o'clock at night. And so they called the dentist in after being home already. And what happened was, she came in, and I went there. It was a 20-minute drive all the way to Brea, to like this privately owned business. And she said all she can do for me is just numb me up. So I'm sitting there, and this teeth is just in my mouth, and I can't, you know, I'm like choking on my own blood. And she numbs me up. I don't remember falling asleep that night. I don't remember staying up. I just remember just sitting there. And then the next day, I go to a surgeon, and he can't put me to sleep because I'll swallow my teeth. So I have to sit through that while he numbs me up with about 15 shots. And he puts his hand in my mouth, and he just starts pulling them forward. And I feel all the pain. I feel everything that's going on. And it's unbearable. And so after that, going through that process, they killed the teeth in my mouth. I had about 5 years of my teeth dying in my mouth. And what happened was, after about 5 years, they decided, okay, you're kind of old enough. I was about 14 by then. They pulled my front teeth out, put titanium implants in, and I had countless gum grafts, bone grafts throughout my high school years. I became kind of antisocial. I didn't hang out with anyone. I was embarrassed of my yellow teeth. And my fake teeth in my mouth. I'm still trying to get my permanent teeth. And now, after about 10-year process, 11-year process of not being able to bite down into a hamburger or a pizza slice or anything, I'm still trying to get my permanent teeth. I still can't bite down, and I'm still waiting today to get my permanent teeth. And I'm just waiting, and it was the worst day of my life. That's the only horrible day I can remember, but it made me who I am, and I'm proud of who I am, and I'm going to keep moving forward. And that's my speech.